Welcome back, everyone, to another magnificent episode of Neon Popsicle. I'm your host, Jason P. This is your beautiful co-host, Stephen P.
I have a tank top on instead of a robe. Hot weather and went from cold to hot. Now it's hot, not cold.
That is Summer Steve, everybody. If you guys haven't been introduced to him yet, this is Summer Steve. You guys did catch the tail end of Winter Steve. You guys did see him with the robe on the past couple of days. It's warm, though, now. A little heat spike. I think it's going to get cool again, but just briefly.
Heat wave for sure, bro. Over 100. Over 100 degrees. Ridiculous.
It's over 9,000.
Hot to cold, cold to hot, hot to cold. He can't make up his mind. What's going on here? What's going on here? My skin is going to go crazy. So itchy, so itchy.
Whoa, easy there. Do you have any Aquaphor? CeraVe?
Aquaphor's the best. Aquaphor. CeraVe. C-E-R?
C-E-R-A.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
I got some of that at my house.
Itchy guy. You?
Not all. I mean, I have it. I have a lot of it, which means I don't get very itchy very often. You know, if I was itchy often, it'd almost be gone. But it's just in case.
This is good.
It's
well, good for you.
What do you call that? Like precautionary CeraVe?
Preventative.
Preventative CeraVe.
Preventative.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
just in case.
No problem.
You know, COVID happened. You don't know if the government's gonna drop like an itchy rash virus on everyone.
No, that's true. That's true. I think the next virus Bill Gates wanted to drop was an itchy rash virus once they dimmed the sun.
My CeraVe's stock will skyrocket after the itchy rash virus, mutated by Bill Gates allegedly, is released.
I have a video about them fucking wanting to dim out the sun, bro. Remember we talked about that? And then now there's like a newer video talking about how it's like even more confirmed than it was before.
Bill Gates? What's he trying to do? Take our sun away?
I'm going to block out the sun. It's the only way we can survive.
The sun is getting perpetually hotter.
He sounds almost Jordan Peterson. Is that his name? Borderline.
Yeah, Jordan B. Peterson.
Peterson, right?
Now, Jordan, he does, but he doesn't. He doesn't, though. He sounds...
He just has that, like...
so much... Jordan B. Peterson's so much more dramatic. Ray Romano sounds more like Jordan B. Peterson.
Why does everybody love me?
Than Bill Gates.
Why does everybody love me?
He can't stand it. He can't stand it.
Everybody loves Raymond and everybody hates Chris. That was a funny show. That was alright. I used to watch that, what was that, Nick at Night or something?
Yeah.
Everybody hated Chris. Now, that was a funny show. But he better be smart to keep Will Smith's wife's name out his fucking mouth. Did he say fucking?
Jason.
Did he say fucking?
Stop.
Did he say that?
No.
Or is that like Mandela?
Keep my wife's name.
Ouch.
Out of your... He said goddamn. Goddamn.
Keep my name out your fucking mouth. Out your goddamn...
Oh, fucking
is it?
mouth.
Fucking?
He said fucking mouth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Will Smith, calm down,
Whoa. We
bro.
gotta check it out. Let's check it out, bro.
I need the proof.
Let's check it out
real quick.
We need the proof. We need the proof. Let's stop talking out of our ass. Let's stop alleging. Okay.
Let me know in the chat what it
glory
said.
of the internet.
We might run into a weird Mandela effect here. Let's see if he actually
Slap
said.
Chris Rock incident. Will Smith. More like it, huh?
Will Smith.
Look, I spelled his name worse. Will Sith. I spelled it on accident.
Ah,
Will Sith is
that's
more
hot.
like it.
That's hot.
It is F-bomb because it says Will Smith smacks Chris Rock on stage at Oscars drops F-bomb.
The hardest job tonight, Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Ooh, that's where it crossed the line.
that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard.
No.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That was the fakest slap.
Will Smith just...
It just looked fake,
That's
bro.
so fake, dog. Now looking at it now,
Oh,
that is so fake. He offers him his cheek. Oh,
Dude,
look,
I've seen people get knocked. I've seen people fucking move,
Yeah.
get hit by people smaller than that.
Look at that pose he struck.
oh, wow.
Like a
I
JoJo's
know,
Bizarre,
right?
Bizarre Adventure. Oh.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Oh, shit.
Thi-
Out your fucking mouth.
Whoa.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
I'm going to.
Okay.
What a bitch, bro.
Wow. I don't think it happened.
I'd have been like, come.
He
But
would.
the whole place let it happen too. That was like a moment where he realized, like, oh shit, I don't have protection, dude. These guys aren't gonna stand up against him. I don't have the protection. These guys aren't for him. They laughed. They thought it was funny.
Oh, yeah. Mob mentality. They'll all slap me too. Shit.
Uh-huh.
I remember that. How long ago was that?
That's a good question. I didn't look.
Time speeds up, people. It speeds up and it slows down. Where we'll end up, nobody knows. Do
No,
you
I
guys
really
know?
won't go relax.
Let me know in the chat if you know where we're going to end up. I think it's going to be an awakened whole spirit, a holy awakened spirit. Open your mind and free the spirit, people.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea, right? That's the goal.
Neon.
Can only be done through action, through righteous action, and intent, willingful intent.
How can I take righteous action today? What's righteous mean?
Morally correct.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you. I am morally correct. You guys will all see one day when you vote Jason P for president. I will
Would
not.
you ever be president?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll lead the country to greatness. I'll need to lead the country into the neon. If you guys want to vote for me, that's my platform. Open the mind, free the spirit, and understand we know nothing. My platform will be.
Would you have gotten rid of the Department of Education and the FBI? Would you have not got rid of the FBI, but whatever else was gotten rid of that people are crying about? I don't even know. I'm too.
If it was right.
I see it. I watch it. Don't digest it. If it was right.
Let's see. Yeah, I would. I think I would dismantle almost everything.
Down with the Archon. Down with the Archon.
Yes, leave the system in a state of 90% to total anarchy, and we'll just see how that goes. I think I get
Run the play.
Yeah. No president has run on that platform before. I don't think.
No rulers, no leaders, no gods. Over man's.
Only man.
Over man's soul.
But we as humans understand nothing. I will run
Nothing.
the platform on the Church of Neon, and we can have like a holy crusade. Spread the message of the neon.
That's what this is, man. That's what this cast is.
Mm.
It's funny that you say, but we as humans truly know nothing, because yesterday I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. Yeah. Talking about alchemy.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I started talking about how, like, I know things, right? We might sound dumb, but we know things.
Yeah.
Right? I knew rosemary was okay, I did happen to know that, but that's not the stuff I'm talking about. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to know facts. We're allowed to know facts that rosemary is an antimicrobial. But anyway, yeah, it's funny. We don't know nothing, but I swear I know something. Listen to me because I know what I'm talking about.
That's the part of me that talks like, anytime I say,
it's my ego.
I wish they would take me into an alien UFO base and ask me to reverse engineer things, because I think I can get down to the bottom of it. Because I have the alchemy brain. I could get down to the bottom of reverse engineering crafts. Do you think anyone from the CIA watches this podcast?
Yes, they have to.
They have to, right? It's like their job. It's their job.
Anybody who talks about stuff like this, they have to be sure.
I wonder if
that we're showing them.
If the CIA person who listens to us is like a fan, or if he thinks we're.
I bet.
Like,
I mean,
he probably hears us say some shit and he's like, "Bro, they got it.
They nailed that Kundalini shit in episode 132."
And then he presses a button and says, "This one is shadow banned." Good episode, guys. Good episode. Shadow ban.
That's what's going on with our alchemy episode, guys. So be sure to share that one. That one is too deep. That one's too deep for society. They don't want that out. You guys have to share that grassroots style. That one's got to be shared with your friends manually. No way that's getting out in the algorithm.
Word of mouth. Like the Hopi Indians.
Like the Hopis.
Some of my favorite Indians.
The root of all is at the Hopis.
You think? I could see that. That's why we're not taught about them, dude. We're taught a little bit about them, that they existed. But we're also taught that their ways are old and outdated. So we don't bother learning about them. But I think there's a lot of truth in their ancient culture. The Hopi are like the Mayans and shit. Like, not the Mayans, but like, same time period, right? Ancient.
Right. Well, that's the thing. See, before I spoke it, I wanted to look up and be sure that what I'm thinking had some bearing and knowledge. But yeah, basically, the Hopi people hold the belief that they're among the first people placed on Earth by the Creator.
Wow.
They were guided by spiritual beings through several worlds, each one ending in catastrophe due to imbalance or moral failure, and they emerge into the current fourth world through a sacred emergence place called the Sipapu.
Steven!
Which still holds deep spiritual significance.
Steven, that's what's happening now! We're about to enter the Sipapu!
Well, no, they entered into the world through an emergence called the Sipapu. The catastrophic events aren't known as the Sipapu.
Well, we're about to be awakened through the Sipapu. The Age of Aquarius.
The Sipapu would be the actual emergence through after, so we have to wait till after the catastrophe.
Right. Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's basically, so what I was
that's
saying,
what's happening. We are in catastrophe. World War III is breaking out.
Yeah.
There's imbalance.
We're on our way to a Sipapu.
Definitely.
So yeah, so what I said, everything leads back to the Hopis. That's what they would say, right? And I'm not crazy, guys. Things just,
wow.
You know, invoking has power. So I wanted to mention that too. So the invoking.
Yeah.
You know, doing the research and things like that, and the muse, doing what I've heard of the muse from different sources and understanding the muse and its creativity, the human mind, how we channel creativity.
Yeah.
Ideas are in the ether. We grab, hold, and ideas really are just looking for the best manifester of itself to live through. Everybody can grab ideas. Everybody has ideas. I'm sure you've seen things. Oh, fuck, that was my idea. It probably was your idea, but you didn't do that thing, so it needed to be manifested. It moved on. So the next person who grabbed it manifested the thing.
Wow.
So my point here, invoking the muse can help you be more creative. Talia, we looked this up on one of the episodes. She's like the goddess of like creativity, comedy, beauty, funny, whatever. I'm trying to explain the episode of the alchemy episode to Brittany before we're filming it, because I had done the research prior, and I'm like, wow, I just kind of learned a lot. But it was kind of fresh off of the research, so I was trying to digest it all too at the same time while I'm telling her.
It was a lot.
It's hard to do. You need to let it sit and then say.
Right.
So I'm trying to tell her, like, yeah, alchemy's cool. Like, it's this, and like the metals and the animals, the plants, but you have to, like, they did actually do things, but that wasn't the point of it. It was actually an inner but I couldn't explain shit at all. I couldn't.
Wow.
But then when we got onto the podcast, we got together, we raised our vibrations, we invoke, bam, welcome to Neon Popsicle. The neon light guides us, bro.
Welcome
we have
back.
the research I just referred to, just to like boom, boom, boom. But everything just comes back, dude, and things are rolling off the tongue. And we just had a great episode. And it was just so easy, you know? I didn't feel so stuttery when I was like good. I was trying to the first time. And it was cool. So I think there's something there. Something to say for it.
Alchemy's real, people. Look more into it. Follow your heart, your intuition. I have an alchemist.
Alchemy and invoking the muse is real.
A comedian doing it?
Well, no, I said alchemy and invoking the muse is real.
Yes. If you have the intention set on contacting this muse, and before you partake of the substance, then the contact will be made more easily.
Jason McKenna.
If we can get that if we can hit the $20 donation goal, you guys get 5 minutes of Jason McKenna.
Yeah, for every $5, he has to talk like Jason McKenna for a minute. For 1 minute.
This is just a little sneak peek of what Jason McKenna can sound like. If you guys want more of that.
Yeah, so
I know a lot. You might not.
$5 donation with whatever question you want, and then he'll answer it as Jason McKenna. He'll channel Terrence McKenna.
Make it as deep as
you
want.
answer as Jason McKenna.
Make it as
deep as you want.
Now, we can't accept donations right now, but if you guys have anything to say in chat, put it in chat, and I will channel.
Subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button to let me know. I can channel Terrence McKenna for you and answer any questions. Just put it in chat. Free of charge. It doesn't cost you anything, guys.
I hate that, dude. I really hate that. Hit that subscribe. It doesn't cost a dime. I don't care that it doesn't cost anything. I just don't want to subscribe to you. You think I think that it costs something? And I know this is coming from people who have paywall stuff like Substacks or Patreons and things like that. You have to pay to get that information. But this, you don't have to pay. So, like, go ahead and do it, guys. I have people who are paying for the information that I'm giving them. I'm giving you good stuff. Just subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Shut up. That's so, like,
if you still want to help
dumb.
support
We know
the show,
subscribing doesn't cost anything.
If you still want to support the show and you don't have any money to donate, guys, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it really helps the show out. It helps YouTube know that we're getting started at a good pace, and it helps spread the neon word. How was that?
No, it doesn't cost a thing. Don't say that.
That was I was just fucking with you.
No.
I just wanted to practice my "it doesn't cost a thing" pitch.
Oh, okay. No, I like that. I like that.
Just for fun. No guarantee I'm going to use it. Just remember, guys, if you don't have enough the money, you know, I know things are tough, but no, what is it? If you don't have the funds right now, but you still want to support the show, you can always hit the like and subscribe button. It does help the show out, and it's completely free. So, is that good?
Beautiful.
I'm kidding,
Love it.
guys.
It's completely free. I like the way, you know, you raise your voice there at the end and everything.
It's completely free.
Yeah.
And then I can.
There it is.
And for the next $20 donation, I can channel Terrence McKenna through my third eye. Do you see it? I can channel Terrence McKenna through my third eye.
There it is. Let me see the third eye right there. Yep, I see it. I'm seeing it right there.
Only for a $20
Touching it,
donation.
actually. Touching it, right?
Ow!
Sorry.
Oh man,
Sorry.
oh man. I heard there's a meteor shower going on tonight. You want to look that up and see what time maybe? You know.
Yeah.
People say meteor showers. I say spiritual phenomenon.
Meteor shower. Are you sure it's tonight? You did see an old post?
Oh shit. Let's see. I mean, I don't. Maybe I did.
They gotta ask GPT now.
All right.
I'm gonna ask Grok. I'm gonna ask Grok. He probably misses me a little bit.
What's up, Grok? Nice to
Hey, Grok,
see ya,
did you miss
buddy.
me? Corsi. Hey, I heard there's a meteor shower.
Because it also said there's a full moon in that same post, and there's a full moon tonight. Hey, I heard a post.
Let's check the cosmic schedule for May 10th. Let's see what's up. Okay. Peak has already passed, but on May 10th, the shower is still ongoing. Much lower than at its peak. Might catch a few, maybe 5 to 10 an hour.
That's still good.
Sure. Pre-dawn hours, especially after the moon sets around 3 or 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Best viewing is dark, rural spot. It's past its prime. I mean, it's going on, and it's from Halley's Comet. Little debris from Halley's Comet.
Wow, I might be able to see it from my backyard. It's facing east.
And the full moon is set to peak May 12th. May 10th, the moon is nearly full.
Okay.
It's going to be known as the flower moon.
Wow.
Yeah. And the full moon would make the meteors hard to spot anyway, because the moon will be so bright. So, probably not worth it.
It says after the moon sets, after 3 to 4 a.m.
Right, well, yeah, grab a blanket, find a dark spot, and look up after midnight for the best chance at catching some stars, which 3 to 4 a.m. is after midnight. But you got to get up late. You're going to have to be there late.
All right, people. Well, you know, I can't go live here on YouTube for you on this. But, you know, I think maybe I'll go live in the Neon voice chat on Discord. If anyone's on Discord, I will be looking up at the stars, trying to catch a few meteor showers tonight after the show.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Join the Discord and get into that voice chat. And you guys will be able to watch the meteor shower with me. And Steven, if he's there too, you can join too.
Yeah.
Not really, but that's what we could do, guys. Imagine. Man, maybe I'll do it.
That would be fun.
Maybe I'll do it. Who knows?
These are some good community events. These are ideas of community events we could all do together, guys. So join the fun. Hit us up for our Discord link. We'll invite you in. Get you in there, part of the community. I'll hang out.
Star watching with Neon Popsicle.
Talk about society, AI, how everything affects it all together, how everything is one, how one thing affects the other, the freakonomics of it all.
AI is happening so fast right now that I don't even keep up. Like, that train is moving so quick, I've fallen off.
Well, I think we all have. The only people
there's
on the train are the ones driving it,
every day. Every day there's new info.
Only ones on the train are the ones driving the train. And even then, they're barely hanging on to the controls, dude.
Yeah, I'm hanging on for dear life.
They keep hearing that there's a fucking end of this track that goes over a mountain and will kill everybody on the train.
Yeah.
But they're not quite sure it's true. So they just keep chugging along, barely holding on to this train going... But they're like, oh, we still got it, guys. Don't worry. No. They all think that they might. They're all working so fast for a potential doom situation.
Wow, it's
I've never seen so much effort go towards a possible doom situation.
They're trying so hard to end the world, dog.
Yeah.
But the orbs aren't letting them.
The orbs, that's right. What about the fucking Boogosphere, dude?
We need to look more into the Boogosphere. That seems like
What's going on with the Boogosphere?
You see the Boogosphere? You see those etchings on the Boogosphere, people? The Boogosphere
What is going on with the Boogosphere?
It looked like a UAP that they shot down. What the frack? Then we're gonna watch this video on the Boogosphere.
Let's go into the Boogosphere here. I mean, I'm assuming you're referring to the Boogosphere, right? Which seems to be a mix-up with recent online buzz about an alleged mysterious object in Buga, Colombia, rather than saying anything related to the Fortnite. Okay, yeah, I am talking about the Boogosphere. The Boogosphere refers to a supposed unidentified object that was reportedly crashed March 2nd, 2025. I thought it was May. According to the post on X, it's described as a metallic sphere. Some serious skepticism. Some people call it a viral marketing hoax tied to a company selling questionable treasure and paranormal detectors. Okay. All right.
If you download our app, you can decipher Boogospherean.
So, Boogospherean. There's no evidence, and I swear all the stuff that I've been hearing, the Boogosphere came more recently, but it looks like it came in March, but that's still this year. It's only a few months ago.
True.
It just looks, and hear me out, the Boogosphere looks too human.
You think so, huh?
It looks like something that we would have made to look like a spaceship. So,
whoa.
Here.
In March of this year, a UFO was allegedly spotted over the town of Buga, Colombia, zigzagging through the sky in a way that defies the movement of conventional aircraft.
So, it's sitting there, allegedly floating, sitting there. They don't hear it. They don't, nothing. It just, they spot it and it crashes. But I see, that's also what I don't understand about hearing these things crashing. If they're so advanced, they're so smart, they're so this and so that, they wouldn't crash. They're not amateurs. Oh no, wait, we didn't expect this in this atmosphere. We didn't know what was going on. We're going to crash.
The post that you sent talked about them shooting it down with like a high voltage electric shock or something. Like they shot this one down. According to them.
Maybe
it's true, guys.
Maybe I have. Did we have links of that in the Discord or
just on Instagram? I think.
Okay. No sweat.
Was it?
We'll go back here.
This guy have it.
To be clear, I don't think it actually defies the way drones move, but all of that being the case, it flew through the sky for a considerable period of time after allegedly encountering some power lines on top of a mountain, although this wasn't filmed either, and then eventually the object came to rest in the hills of Colombia. The excited observers immediately began to look for the object and came up with this, a bizarre looking.
So they follow it down like a leprechaun's treasure at the end of a rainbow.
Wow. And
they find this sitting there. Okay. That looks too human to me. That looks like something out of a movie. Like something Predator would have on his ship.
It does.
That he's protecting.
Don't movies like mimic reality? Like, don't they sneak little symbolism of the truth?
Yes, I hear you, the technology of it, but it's still a movie, and we still understand if it looks like this in a movie, it's because prop guys made it. I don't know. I think the actual technology itself wouldn't be perceived as simply as this. I don't know. Could be on purpose too. Maybe because we need to perceive it this way.
Sphere with equally bizarre looking writing.
Like, what do you think about it? Just looking at this one picture, I'm sure we'll go into more, but
I mean, I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe it either.
okay.
He's touching it. And
Right.
They, like, have it.
Why
that
would you be so
apartment.
bold?
If it's
And
real,
why would you be
then
so
it's...
goddamn bold to grab it like that? Wouldn't you have a whole fleet of people like, okay, let's be careful what the fuck this is. Let's call, like, not the FBI or the feds or anything, but, like,
Right.
wouldn't you, like, get, like, careful, cautionary stuff to hold this thing? He's touching it bare-ass handed. Like, what kind of space radiation does
knows
shit have
what
in
it
it? You don't even
is.
know. Like, he knows what it is.
Mhm.
That's a good way to put it.
That have reacted to the fact I announced recently that I was going to be making a video about this. The reaction generally has been pretty negative. A lot of people are thinking that it's fake. And, well, I'm probably leaning in that direction myself. But before I make a determination about whether or not something is fake or not and take a stand on...
This guy reminds me of Uncle Paul.
Vocally? Or just generally his interest in things?
Vocally, he has the glasses, almost the same type of hair. Not really, but like, it's the same vibe.
I think you just miss him, which is cool.
It's been a while since I've seen Uncle Paul.
Give him a call. Give him a call.
I might call Paul.
I'm sure he'd be down in. Better Call Paul.
I love that show. I've never seen that show.
Better Call Paul.
That's the sci-fi remake. Sci-Fi Channel. SYFY.
Paul the Alien. Better Call Paul the Alien. Those two guys from 28 Days. What is that? Shaun of the Dead.
Love it.
They're in that one. It's the spin-off of the movie Paul.
Great movie.
Better Call Paul.
Better Call Paul.
I think this is fake.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Also, the way they treated this thing. I'm sure he'll bring it up.
Especially considering that I wasn't there, and also I have not had an opportunity to examine this object myself in person. I'm very hesitant to completely dismiss something unless I've been in that kind of position. But still,
no wonder you haven't had a chance to come in contact with it. No one would let you touch it. He seems like he's gonna fucking bust a nut in his pants just talking about it.
Yeah, how excited he is.
If I had the chance, I haven't gotten the chance to touch this thing yet. Look at his eyes. Look at that face.
It's too simple, bro.
Yeah.
It's not, and that thing doesn't look heavy enough in his arms. I don't know. This thing seems like a prop.
I can at least express some concerns.
Like
I've noticed quite a number of things about
little guy. Yeah, look at that small torso.
Do not add up. And if you've been watching my channel for a long period of time, you can probably tell that I don't...
This fucking Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker, dude. What?
Is that where he hid the secret recipe of the KFC chicken?
In the Apple of Eden.
The apple... That's how we got the perfect recipe. The booga ball is an apple. Whoa. I didn't even think about that.
How many spices? Okay, you know what? Now you're getting me down a rabbit hole. How many spices are in the current?
You know how many spices there are, right?
13?
Oh my gosh, look it up. Let's find out. I swear.
How many spices in the Colonel's recipe? Colonel's. Colonel's.
KFC.
KFC recipe. 11 herbs and spices.
Okay.
11.
11's a big number, though. That's not a big one, but that's an
11.
One. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1
1 1. 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. Remember?
Remember that, guys?
Remember? Alchemy? Sorcerer's Stone?
An alchemical recipe. Nice.
1 to 1. 1 plus 1 is 2.
1 plus 1 is 2.
Math. Alright, so let's go back to this Boogosphere.
support something unless it makes some degree of sense, unless it adds up logically. And there's just a lot of things about this story that are simply illogical and inconsistent. So we're going to go ahead and look at everything that we know about this incident and see just how things stack up. Whether or not this looks like a legitimate UFO encounter, a close encounter of at least the second kind, where a physical evidence of the craft is left behind, or rather just a fraud. And before we go any further, though, want to make sure that you folks see I got more.
He's in a hotel room, dude? What's going on here? Is he on business? That's definitely a phone for a hotel room. Get kicked out of his house or something?
He's at an angry astronaut convention. Look at his shirt. He's at a hotel.
That's his company. That's his brand.
Oh, there he is. His wife got mad at him and kicked him out of the house. He's been focusing too much on his fucking YouTube channel.
So this is stabilized footage of the object at 50% speed. The unnamed witness, and actually, according to him, there were actually two people who filmed this object, and that's why we have two different clips of the object in flight. The second clip being of the object actually descending towards the foliage. But in any event, he was apparently recording on his camera and enjoying the early morning quiet before this unidentified
Just randomly filming the morning creep
object appeared and began.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who just randomly wakes up? Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. My morning recording like I do it. Wait a minute. Is that a boogosphere?
Dude.
Change.
Yeah. I mean, some people are crazy. Not crazy, but like, there are people who are nuttier than me. They gotta be, like, filming the sky. There's gotta be some group of people that are filming the sky out of, like, schizophrenic fear.
It's always the schizos,
watched.
man.
And it's because the schizos find it that nobody believes them.
It's a schizo's world, man.
Changing direction with sudden, precise shifts. The sphere-shaped gadget was seen flying above him, darting down the other side of a hill and coming back into the shot. Then it flew around in front of him, moving from left to right in midair. It then flew directly over the city before eventually slowing down and landing on the hill in front of him. It appeared to be sphere-shaped with a silver and gray coating. Incidentally, all of this was reported weeks ago before the gray coating.
All right.
Incidentally,
these scenes look CGI.
This is probably going to be like a third phase of Moon video where it just talks the same thing over and over again now. Third phase of Moon. They have some good stuff. Look, see, there's Colonel Sanders.
Look here. Look. I know, but look.
What, did they hit the Boogosphere at a baseball stadium? Did they play soccer with the Boogosphere?
I want to show here.
Features on it whatsoever. Now let's take a closer look at the significant differences.
Look, okay, so this part here.
Silver sphere. I mean, there appear.
So like this is what I saw on like TikTok. So they have this fucking sphere, right? They find this alien sphere in the middle of some woods. They handle it carelessly, barehanded, take pictures with it, bring it back to this random home in Colombia and start pouring water on it.
That's what I would do.
Which is that the first thing you would do is start pouring water on it?
I think so. I try to pee on it, maybe.
Really? For real though? Oh, come on. I think that in itself is just kind of ridiculous because then after they started pouring all the water on it, that's when all those designs started showing up.
Oh wow. Maybe there's like history. Maybe they brought it to an expert and he said, "Pour water on the orb and it will reveal a message." A wise sage.
Pour the water on the Boogosphere. I just don't believe in that.
Significant differences between this object and the object that was allegedly recovered. And also, look at this. They're allowing their kids to touch this thing with their bare hands.
Right.
I would never allow my...
If it was some alien tech, you're just rubbing that shit like a genie lamp?
Nah, bro, that's a fake. That's like a Disney
No
prop.
way. No way.
That's a prop.
I would not let anybody be rubbing that shit. If Sonny came running up to it and started like, I want to touch it, I'd be like, dude, no, don't. What this? What?
Go to
Do
your
not
room.
touch this thing. I don't even know what this is. I have to like digest what just happened here. What is this thing? She's way too calm. Who is this random person touching this thing so calmly?
Wow.
There's no expression. They'd be like,
this is terrible. Terrible acting. It's fake. Debunked.
It's gotta be, dude. Look at these. This is like a technology clip.
Or they know something about this object that the rest of us don't. Now, in addition, according to the witnesses, this object collided with power lines before they started filming it and apparently got a significant jolt of electricity, which might explain why it eventually crashed.
Which we knew. So then they started looking at its
also using
symbols
AI to assist in deciphering the script. The team interpreted the message to read, quote, "The origin of birth through union and energy in the cycle of transformation, meeting point of unity, expansion, and consciousness, individual consciousness." According to the team, and once again, I'm not sure if the entire team came to this conclusion, quote, "We interpret it as a message to humanity, encouraging a collective shift in consciousness to help Mother Earth, especially considering the current issues with pollution and environmental decline." That being said, though,
that's how they deciphered this message. Kind of a fucking global warming, pro-global warming message.
It's a global warming propaganda thing. How do we get people who believe in aliens to also believe in global warming? An alien message about global warming.
Love it. Drink more Ovaltine.
Mm-hmm. Precisely. Oldest trick in the book.
I also saw in those reels they went into it. They started x-raying it to see what is inside. They don't want to open it without knowing what was inside first. I don't know if they ever opened this damn thing, but that's probably the first thing I'd try to do, as dumb as it sounds.
To discover who they were and why they built such a landmark and why they sent another one of these spheres to be found by unsuspecting bystanders in Colombia. Okay, I'm getting a bit sarcastic here, but this is a very interesting coincidence. And by the way, as far as I know, nobody else in the media has drawn this connection. Now, keep in mind, quite a number of conclusions can be found online about this object.
It just looks almost too real.
Than a Mylar balloon being pushed along by a small engine. Now, granted, this is an indoor test, but if it was taken outside, it would be subject to the whims of the wind, meaning that it would just simply get pushed along. Which
fake. We claimed it. We claimed it here.
Busted. No orbs, no aliens, no physical metal tech. No, I hear there are, like, exotic metals that are found at legit crash sites.
Yeah.
Legit crash sites.
Bledsoe said that one of these orbs that he saw back in the day had some dripping metal from it, dripped onto his driveway. Remember? He had that metal.
Right, what the hell?
From it, and he got visits right away asking for that metal.
Wow. Exotic metals from another ether.
Yeah, from another crap.
Elements not of this earth just dripped into our world. Oh my gosh. And the government's like, that's where they get all their money. That's the high-priced elements. It's the fucking alien elements, not gold, not platinum.
Like fucking like zirconium and shit.
Fucking cisnerium.
Oh wow.
Only found on Cisneria.
Right.
Dangerous planet.
Right.
But a good place to party. It's kind of like the Vegas.
Go,
it's kind of like the Vegas of the solar system.
Have you heard about the guy who does DMT and sees computer code in a laser beam?
I have. I've seen those clips. We can go into it. Let's watch it, and let's talk about these people who are seeing code. Like, he has other people do it too, and they're like, "Whoa, Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's watch it. Let's let the Neon people in. The Neon siblings. In on this valuable information for your everyday life. Vital information.
Right.
It's a guy claiming that he did a bunch of drugs, then saw computer code in a laser beam.
Too bad Ian's dying.
Where is Ian when you
I
need
know.
him? Whoa.
When I first saw the phenomenon, it was like, holy shit.
The phenomenon.
Dude, I love this watch. You guys gotta watch
actually
this.
like, whoa.
I feel like when you're on drugs, though, like psychedelics specifically, you see shit. That's the that's the whole thing. And if you're front loaded with information, maybe they weren't front loaded, telling you what to expect to see, but I mean, you see shit. Like you do enough mushrooms. I don't even have to do DMT, the mother of all psychedelics. You do enough mushies, you stare into the sky, you start seeing like pentagrams and shit.
Right.
Like straight up shapes and things and like floating around Merkaba shapes, not like pentagrams, but like Merkaba type shapes.
To you and me, that's like, of course, when you do this, that happens. But like to the layman, that it's pretty. Oh, they see the code. It's just like telling someone you see. Like if I.
It's not my point. It's not that like I see the code, but you're gonna see shit. Of course, you're gonna see shit on DMT. If you're shining a laser or looking into a laser, you're gonna see something.
Yeah.
You're going to, for a fact, you're gonna see something.
It's just this guy's trip story, basically. Nothing special.
This is probably better. The other one is like
A very young age. When I was a little kid, I actually spent a lot of time with my grandparents. My grandfather was a nuclear physicist. I remember he was telling me about black holes. And that terrified me. I was like, that's just mind-boggling. It's a monster, right? But at the same time, it fascinated me. And I said to myself, how do we know that? This unthinkably massive thing.
Black holes don't exist.
Space would have to exist because
Space doesn't exist.
black holes, yeah. If black holes, space and black holes go hand in hand. Black holes essentially hold everything together.
Black holes are a fear campaign.
A fear campaign.
Yep.
Black holes.
Yep. Black
Tell
holes
that to a
aren't real.
physicist.
All right, those satanic, Rockefeller graduated physicists. I'll ask them. They're gonna tell me. They're gonna tell me. Well, of course, black holes exist. What a dumb question. That was my Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. I bet you think the Earth is flat too.
It's more like a pear shape. You know, yeah, maybe it's a plane. It's a flat plane, maybe, perhaps. Have you guys looked in? Have you guys been around the world? I haven't.
Maybe like a petri dish.
Maybe
it's an inverted dome. We have it. We think it's a dome, but it's more like a petri dish. We're upside down. We can't perceive it because we're so small, but concave dome. It's actually
we truly
not a dome
know nothing.
I realized that nature doesn't keep secrets.
Nature doesn't keep secrets. If you shine a laser into your eye on DMT.
Now, the secret of nature does lie within the light. The light holds all truth.
Of a laser.
So, a laser...
Light does hold all information.
With extreme light. Perhaps extreme information.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think matter is light, though. But light does have to be reflected off said matter to be perceived.
Right? Light does not have matter. Right? It does not have mass.
Correct.
That's why it's able to move as fast as it does.
Yeah, it's almost like a force. It's almost like its own element
Whoa.
of space-time.
Only a matter of, do we understand? What tools can we use to expand our knowledge? And for me,
you know, when we were younger,
also known as...
When we were younger, we went to the store and they had those little checkout things. Beep, beep, beep. And they had all those lasers shining out from the little scanners. I used to look into the lasers sometimes when I was little. And, you know, mom and dad always used to tell me, don't look at those. It'll cut your eye open. So I grew up with the young childhood belief that if I stared into the checkout scanners, that my eyes would be cut open and sliced by the sheer force of light from those scanners.
It might. I still believe it will. Yeah, you go blind.
That would not be FDA approved.
You can't look into it. That's what I was always told.
You can't look.
Same with laser pointers. Don't put laser pointers into your eye. So intense, you'll burn your eye.
They also tell you not to look at the sun, but that's actually really good for you. Stare into the sun, Neon siblings. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do it. I do not condone staring at the sun. All right.
We can't
I'm
afford
joking.
that.
I thought it would be funny, guys. Come on. I'm joking. I take it back.
We're getting our first sponsor by 7-Up. You're about to lose it.
We're about to get a sponsor from fucking Banana Hut Joe sunglasses. What are those? Banana Hut.
Banana Hut.
You guys know what I'm talking about in the chat. That sunglasses brand.
I'm just waiting for our manager Tung to get back to us.
Tung.
Yeah. Tung Sira, remember? He's been working on this project with us recently.
He's the new producer that we hired.
Yes. You're right. Producer, not director. I said director. You're right. He's the producer.
You know, we are just starting this on Neon Popsicle on the YouTube live stream. We're really trying to, get our
stepping into the cabin.
And okay, well, Steven stepped into the cabin. I'll let you guys in on Tung. We're really focusing more on trying to make as many episodes as we can for you guys. So we have hired on a producer, so we can focus more on just being the sheer talent of the show. We need a backbone. We need someone to run the buttons in the back. We need someone to hit up, the corporate entities for us, send out emails and such. And for that, we have Tung. He's from Flintstonia. He comes from Flintstonia. Tung. Wow. Let's see. I feel like he resembles more the one on the left, but the one on the right's a cool character too. What a glorious spiritual moon entity, rising from the ocean or from the waters.
Really?
Wow. Not the moon, of course, but a moon entity.
Tung. Syra.
We love our producers here on the Popsicle.
That was our this is our new producer. He's been helping us a lot.
He looks a cute little guy,
Don't let him hear you say that.
What,
fuck you up.
He doesn't like that? Shit.
No, cute little guy? The guy's 600 years old. He's a sage. He doesn't want to be called cute little guy.
It's funny he has this as his profile picture because that's how he appeared to us, actually, was within an orb. He came down with an orb, and he came up to us, and he went... And I said, what? And he said, oh, sorry. And then he started talking to me telekinetically, and he was like, I want to produce your show.
I said, sorry, I forgot you don't speak Blorbenglob.
No, Blorbenglob. Not for me, Tung.
No, Blorbenglob.
Blorbid blob.
There it is. Yes.
No,
You said
not
that
for me.
right. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
And this cute little, this handsome fella here approached us, and he wanted to produce our show because, we do have the most important show in the universe. He said it himself. We might not be the best, but you'll bet your damn heart we are the most important. Tell your friends. If they aren't listening, they're gonna fall behind in this massive mindstorm of capitalist America that we're running into today. Please, help your friends. Spread the message. Neon Popsicle. Stop it. Get some help.
Alright, let's jump back in.
DMT was the tool that led me to discovery. When I first saw the phenomenon, I was like, holy shit! But then it was actually like, whoa.
That'd be my response too.
What is happening?
Right.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
But you're on DMT. Wouldn't everything be like holy shit?
No, my response if I was on
Isn't
DMT
that the point
would be
of
this.
taking DMT?
This would
Is
be
to
my
get
response.
blown out of your mind?
This would be my response on DMT. Get it? Because you're like faded? You go into like a trance state?
I heard a story about
Trans,
dude,
like,
okay.
not... Sorry.
It just reminded me of what you're saying. That it was like, yeah, you hear like you think DMT will just be this peaceful experience, or you just take off and everything's fine, and you come back. Whoa, what was that? Somebody I used to know. I don't even know if I sang that right.
It was close enough. I think Mandela affected it, but...
Okay. Smoked some with some girl, and she just started like making noises, and then she vomited all over herself. And then he was like, "Oh shit! Like,
whoa,
this is not good."
Damn.
They might have been drinking maybe earlier that night. I'm guessing. That's just my guess.
That sucks.
And they decided to do some DMT once they were drunk, but
maybe that's how you know you've got there, is when the puke hits the floor. That's when you've broken the veil.
let the pukers hit the floor.
Yes, friend.
That's when you know it's good.
That's when you know you hit the DMT veil.
It's not ayahuasca, dude. I've never smoked DMT, but I don't think you're supposed to feel like that.
Me either. Ayahuasca. We're going to have a Neon Popsicle donation goal. 500 members on the podcast.
Yeah.
And we will go to a shaman and have an ayahuasca trip. We'll stream it live. Well, Steven will go have an ayahuasca trip. I'll be home.
We get 500 subscribers. We'll reach out to Papa Audrey Marcus, and he'll take us on an ayahuasca retreat.
Where is that at? Where does he go? Like, what is it, like other country, or is it like within America? Do you know? Like, do we have
Probably
to get
go somewhere else?
Do we have to get on a flight?
We probably have to get a first class ticket. Yeah, a first class ticket to the nicest parts of Colombia.
Ah, okay.
In order for his fancy shamans to do it.
Well, one of us has to run the OBS, so I guess I can stay home. And if we hit 500, we'll send Steven on an ayahuasca journey. Are you ready, Steven?
Yeah. I've already been abducted once. I think I can handle an ayahuasca trip.
Yeah, I think so. So next episode, if Steven seems a little funky, guys, you know it's because we raised that donation goal and we sent Steven on.
We hit that dono goal.
500 members, guys, come on! We sent Steven.
Not that hard.
To Colombia to have an ayahuasca trip with the shaman.
Yeah.
I'll be here on like Discord trying to connect you, and you just won't be able to because there's no internet connection out there. And I'll just send you on an ayahuasca trip. For nothing.
You'll just have to take my word for it.
Take a camera, vlog it. Vlog it for the people. Steven takes ayahuasca. And you have to go take ayahuasca wearing like a goofy costume, like dressed up as a hippie or something, or like
an Incan shaman.
Okay, 500 new members, and Steven goes on an ayahuasca trip. 1,000 new members. Steven goes on an ayahuasca trip in a fursuit.
In a what?
A fursuit. Like a furry.
A fursuit. Okay.
You know the furries?
Okay. Oh, yeah, for sure.
You go on an ayahuasca trip as a furry.
Okay.
So people want to see it.
All right, yeah. All right, 1,000 subs. Ayahuasca. I don't want to promise that to the fans. I don't want to scam the fans.
All right, well, we can't do that for you guys. But, if you guys have any ideas, let us know in chat. So what does this guy see?
You
he
let
sees,
us
like,
know.
The Matrix? The Matrix code?
Exactly. Of the universe.
Of the universe.
Am I losing my mind? But then I showed other people, and things kept getting weirder.
Just for the record, I haven't told him anything. Okay, just tell me what you see.
Oh my god, come on.
Wow, what the fuck? Holy shit. I just saw something. Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, I see that. I feel it.
I've been under the influence of mind-altering substances a lot, but I've never seen anything like that. Whoa.
I showed over 100 people, and I kept asking myself, how are all of us seeing the same thing?
Oh my god. It's changing shapes right
I guess
there.
that's the interesting part.
The laser was revealing.
Is the similar trip experience. The shared experience.
And he didn't tell that he didn't front load them with any info. He just said, take this DMT.
Look at the light.
Look at this wall.
And they all saw code.
You know,
Over
like,
100 people.
Hell?
Now, what did that mean? Something? I don't know, guys. Maybe it does. Maybe it's a message from the higher entities. Maybe it's the underlying code that makes our universe.
Numbers and letters running in a pattern.
Pyramid's like this big here, and it looks like code.
It looked like programming code.
It's definitely saying something, and I just want to take a picture of it and translate it.
Wow.
You see that?
Okay, so yeah, it's not stuck.
No.
It's not because of the light.
No, it's on its own side. Light is just literally revealing it.
And each
Whoa.
shows you the...
So they're like,
the light reveals it.
as it go, it's like the code is there, and like as the laser moves, it's like revealing code.
How trippy.
And, like you can, it's always like it almost sounds like it's 3D.
Right?
Just above and below, code above it and below it.
Like you know how
Kind of layers, different...
Go,
like
please.
you know, like at the Chowder animations, how it stays still.
Ah, yes.
Anybody who's seen Chowder, it's like that. You can move
Shout out Chowder.
The code, it doesn't move. The
Right.
code is within everything. It's like this is like it's ripping open the veil, or thinning it. Maybe.
Ah.
Thinning it.
Because laser's so intense. It's the most tightest version of light. I wonder if the intensity of the laser affects the clarity of the code or anything. You know how some lasers can get so hot it'll burn. What if you had a laser like that was right at the verge of burning that wall? It won't burn it, but it'll warm it up. Like it's so fucking intense. I wonder if they either won't be able to see as much or see more.
Looks like Cyclops right now.
I know, he's like that looks sick.
Check out this code.
This guy's bullish on Bitcoin.
Bullish?
Yeah, it's a meme. You see people who are bullish on Bitcoin, they have red laser eyes in their profile pictures. The
What does
crypto
bullish
guys.
mean?
Oh, they're super positive about it.
Ah,
Like go crypto guys, you know?
funny.
It's a meme. Come on, Jason, get with the fucking times, bro.
I'm falling off, guys.
ways through it.
It's got guys seeing the code in DMT lasers, dude. Get with the times.
I see code within my dreams. I don't need DMT
It's not like
lasers.
a hallucination. It has spatial awareness and permanence.
I don't know. Whoa.
For centuries, mankind has attempted to explore these psychedelic, altered states, but we've never had a repeatable,
Smash!
testable phenomenon.
It's confirmed
to
for
observe
Smash!
Until now.
I'm obsessed. It's like you can see through the laser into another dimension.
Hey, Steven, what are you doing there? I didn't know you took some
Take yourself.
DMT. I didn't know you recorded
Stop
this video
it.
here.
That is so rude.
Let's go back.
That is so rude.
Into another.
He looks way cooler than I do.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like,
He looks like a guy. He looks like a guy who plays guitar in a band.
If you shaved.
Dimension.
Imagine, bro, feeling as if you're looking through into a different dimension. You're like, but like you feel it, like legitly feel like you are. That would be crazy. Come back, bro.
Can you make the face that he's making?
I could. Okay, what's he doing? Let me see. I'll do his
Just
face.
pause him and he goes. Wait, watch when he looks at the camera. Right there. Or
Okay.
like do it like a little like, go frame by frame like, while he's looking at. like,
Absolutely.
but like this little section right here, this exhale.
Yeah. Why would it do that? I got it, dude. I want to do it.
You gotta do pause play. Alright. Turn the other way. On my camera, it might be reversed. So do that. Look at the camera.
Okay, I gotta take my headphones off. Do it.
Okay.
Take my headphones off.
So, yeah, you're looking the right direction on my screen now. So just make sure you're doing his face. If you want to take your headphones off, you can attempt that. Try to take your headphones off. And then hold it for... Oh no! I didn't mean to do that.
Did it work?
Dude, it's close
Did I
enough.
do it again?
Do it again. Do the face one more time. I accidentally hit the soundboard.
Okay, hold on.
It looked really good though. You nailed it. Nice. Okay, hold it.
Okay. Now, how long do I need to hold it? What do I do?
You did good. That was good. I got it. I think I got it there.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. All right. What do you? Can I see? Did you take a picture or something?
I did that pose and then I switched back and forth between you and the.
Oh, okay, good. I'll see it on the stream. I'll see it on the stream. All right. It's almost over, so.
I mean,
I'm kidding, Steven. You're cooler than he is,
like,
all right?
take yourself to that. Like, I just made a connection that nobody made before, which is a simple connection.
All right, Keanu.
The claim is, if you project a diffracted laser on the surface and you smoke DMT, you will see code running in surfaces. Yes, like in the Matrix.
So there are a few possibilities. One,
I lost my mind, which is the coolest losing your mind ever in history.
the second option is that
this is the biggest discovery of humankind. If anybody ever asked themselves what it would be like to know you live in the Matrix for sure, well, I know for sure. I'm convinced.
So where do we go from here? All I know is
it's about to get crazy.
Yeah, what can you do with that? All I know is this makes me become addicted to smoking DMT and staring at lasers.
Right. What do you do with it? Too much information is not good, bro. When you are not ready or initiated for the information, it can drive you insane.
You smoke more DMT, right? And then see what else you can find. And more. And more.
You would start the problem here is those, I feel like certain people wouldn't be equipped enough, and therefore, yes, they would give themselves completely to it. They wouldn't know when to stop, and they would give that more importance than the physical life, their physical realm. They'd let things deteriorate here on Earth in their lives because they're unbalanced in that side of it. I think that's what happens to people who are extremely on, like, big psychonauts. People do psychedelics all the time. They lose that's unbalanced in that you're too ungrounded, too in space.
Yes.
Air and ground.
Truly.
Energies.
True fire. Trying to start that. Anybody in the chat, can you everyone put true fire in the chat. Yeah, trying to start that.
True fire.
True fire, brother. True fire. All right.
You got anything you want to watch? Oh, we got some links in the episode links. I want to talk about real quick how the whole dimming of the sun that we've talked about before years ago on our podcast on Spotify.
We did.
There's a few episodes with Bill Gates' name in it. I'm sure if you look through the Spotify feed, looks Popsicle Bill Gates, it'll pop up.
If you didn't take them down.
Listen to them, right? That's true. But now it's even going even farther to the point where there is an actual company, a named company who plans to do exactly that. Which is to dim the sun.
They're going to dim the sun, and then they're going to use CRISPR to genetically alter us so we don't need as much sunlight. Mole people!
CRISPR. Wow.
You know CRISPR?
Yeah. Genetic modification.
Genetic DNA.
Specific genetic modification. Here we go.
My greatest nemesis still provides our customers with free light.
Am I streaming?
Yep.
Heat and energy. I call this enemy the sun.
The Simpsons goddamn done it again.
Oh god.
Since the beginning of time, man has yearned to destroy the sun. I will do the next best thing. Block it out.
Just like
Good
Gates.
God.
Truly.
If you thought Mr. Burns was losing his marbles with his plan to block out the
Dan
sun.
Dix.
See that?
Dan Dix.
Dan Dix.
That's a great name. Here's his
Holy
name.
shit.
Dan Dix. Hell yeah.
On the fictional TV show The Simpsons, just wait until you see what
That name goes
scientists in the UK are now planning to do in real life. UK scientists gained backing for controversial projects to artificially cool the Earth. A secretive government agency is planning to dim the sun, as experts warn of unwanted consequences.
But, sir, every plant and tree will die. Owls will deafen us with incessant hooting. The town sundial will be useless.
Funny stuff, but I'm afraid the reality of the situation will be much worse than that. This is ARIA, the Advanced Research Invention Agency.
Crazy, bro. Then now there's companies initiating it. Now UK's catching on. I thought it was a Bill Gates thing. Man, he's getting it across the world now. We gotta dim the sun, man. It's getting too hot around here. That's what the rich people are saying. And they think they can do that because they have that right. Because they have the money and the ability. They think they have that right.
I didn't vote for that.
That's the thing. Who's voting for this shit? Who's voting for this stuff to even be allowed to be made?
For real. What a nightmare. Guys,
He
help
was
us.
empowering scientists to reach for the edge of the possible. So what are they reaching for, you might be asking? Oh, just scalable neural interfaces, programmable plants, smarter robot bodies, bioenergetic engineering, the scoping of our planet, and future-proofing our climate and weather, to name a few. This secretive and relatively unknown agency has just been allocated over $70 million to engage in geoengineering projects that seek to stop global warming.
You don't block
Crazy,
out the sun.
right?
The sun is the mother entity. Is the
The
knowledge,
father entity, yes.
light, spirit, force. You don't block it out, Gates. What are you doing? He knows that though. He knows what it is. That's why he wants to block it out.
They don't want the ice wall to melt.
He wants to hide humanity from the truth.
Have you heard that one?
The sun. He doesn't want the ice wall to melt.
They want to block out the sun so the ice wall doesn't melt.
Wow.
Because if the ice wall melts, it'll expose the.
Whoa, that's the truth that the sun is.
And that's what's
expose.
happening. That's why they're such a big hounds on this whole global warming thing.
Wow.
Because the ice wall's gonna melt.
That makes.
Otherwise, and they have to keep that ice wall intact, or else the other lands will have access, and vice versa.
Makes sense. Not
It's
really,
just one of the rumors I heard. So it's one of those
Yeah.
people who have like, if you're into like the Hollow Earth type, just fun thinking. That's one of the rumors. That's one of the big themes.
Ooh.
That's why they want to dim the sun. Ultimately, dim the sun.
I don't want any part of this project. It's unconscionably fiendish.
I will not suffer your insubordination. There has been a shocking decline in the quality and quantity of your toadying, Whalen, and you will fall into line. Now!
No. No, Monty, I won't. Not until you step back from the brink of insanity.
I'll do no such thing.
These UK scientists need to step back from the brink of insanity as well, but
Give the guy video credit.
about it this time. Did you know that Operation Sea Spray was a 1950 U.S. Navy secret biological warfare experiment in which Serratia marcescens and Bacillus globecki bacteria were sprayed over the San Francisco Bay Area in California in order to determine just how vulnerable a city like San Francisco may be to a...
See all this A/B testing, bro. They start doing this secret testing on people without letting them know anything. That's just so fucked, bro. The government does shit like that all the time.
That's
all
evil.
the time.
That's dark as fuck.
They're just lab rats. That's super dark. That's sinister. That's diabolical.
We're lab rats. The presidents don't do shit, bro. The presidents are there to make us think we have any say in their lab rat experiments. We're all just
Correct.
lab rats to them. We're not a civilization. We're a lab of rats. Lab rats.
A weapon attack. Starting on September 20th, 1950, and continuing until September 27th, the U.S. Navy released 2 types of bacteria from a ship off the shore of San Francisco, believing them to be harmless to humans. Based on results from monitoring equipment at 43 locations around the city, the Army determined that San Francisco had received enough of a dose for nearly all of the city's 800,000 residents to inhale at least 5,000 of the particles. Then on October 11th, 1950, 11 people checked into a hospital in San Francisco with a very rare and unusual urinary tract infections. One of those patients died 3 weeks later with a heart valve infection. No wonder this experiment was kept so secret. In 1976, the UN held a convention on the prohibition of the military or any other hostile use of environmental modification techniques. But this isn't hostile, so it's okay, right? I mean, it's not like they continued with secret experiments like this, right? April 10th, 2024, a secretive experiment released salt crystals over San Francisco Bay. Could it help curb warming? That's right.
Why?
Just last
I
year,
mean, I
scientists
understand why they don't want us to cook off the earth, but like, I don't know, man. Doesn't seem right.
It's getting pretty
Cause
damn
more
hot.
hurt than anything.
Yeah.
The University of Washington gathered in a semi-clandestine fashion on the deck of a decommissioned aircraft carrier in San Francisco Bay, leading an experiment that was intentionally kept under the radar to minimize public backlash. The team started up a high-powered spraying machine and shot microscopic salt aerosol particles hundreds of feet into the morning air. Well,
but those aren't chemtrails, guys. You sound crazy.
I've seen so many chemtrails around where we live. And what's funny is I've noticed an odd number of them going the exact pattern of the freeway. Like,
interesting.
I'll look in the sky and it'll go this direction, and then it'll take like a little turn, or like it'll turn away, and the shape like our freeway is kind of like a little bend. It's like at an 80-degree angle,
Yeah.
you know.
Sure.
I saw chemtrails following the freeway exactly that way. Like, what the fuck? They're spraying the people in the cars. They're getting the population that's traveling. The working class.
I'm curious. Yeah. Mother's Day tomorrow. They have to pump out the consumerism juice.
That's right. Buy. Your
Bye,
mother won't
bye,
believe you love her.
bye.
Your mom won't
Now,
believe you
this
love her.
secretive UK agency is working on what they call marine cloud brightening, which involves ships spraying salt water into the sky to enhance the reflectability of low-lying clouds. Not only have we seen this type of behavior before, but some people have actually confronted the pilots who are carrying out these cloud seeding operations. And in one case, they caught the interaction on video.
We are tired of you dumping heavy metals all over our county.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the one to talk to about that.
No, but you are. But you're the one that's doing it. So I've been taking rain samples. I have over 20 samples. And every time you fly, we get high amounts of aluminum, barium, strontium, titanium, magnesium. So I want to know,
Strontium.
are you aware of what you're doing? I know you think it's like to increase water supply for Turlock and Modesto, but it's not really happening.
Yeah, you can talk to them
I've tried.
about that.
I've called them, and they're not calling me back. So we're now getting really involved, and now we're going to bring something legal against your company.
Okay, well, you can talk to them about that for
I know,
sure.
but
so.
I want you to know, though, like,
Who is
we're
them?
real people underneath.
Huh.
what
Who
you're
is this
doing.
them they
His
talk about?
bosses.
Over our houses.
The bosses of that company.
We see you. We're watching your planes and your patterns, okay?
Yeah,
It's twice
I get
today
that.
now. You did 2 flights. 2
Yeah,
three-hour
it's
flights.
public knowledge, yeah.
It's not really, though. That's the problem.
And that certainly is a big part of the problem, which may eventually backfire on them.
Take that Boulderama, take that convenient smart, take that nuclear power plant. Do fiddlesticks.
My friends, if you haven't seen my exclusive interview with the
That's ironically so correct.
Columbia
Right.
Bill Vanderzand,
It ends up just biting them in the ass.
geoengineering,
It does, that's
it's
so funny.
definitely a must-see, so be sure to check it out. I'll leave the link to that in the description below. And my friends, real quickly,
The
if you
Simpsons is so
appreciate my
funny.
efforts to bring you this information, I want to remind you that just next month, I plan to cover the annual
I love The Simpsons.
Bilderberg meeting that is taking place in Stockholm, Sweden, which is a very expensive place for me to go. So if you would like to contribute to my efforts to expose the Bilderberg Group, please consider making a contribution at the link below on whatever video platform you happen to be watching this on today. And that's all for today, my friends. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the thumbs up button, share this video, and stay tuned, guys. We're going to have more video reports coming soon. This is
Wow. Wow.
Incredible. Incredibly evil.
Uh-huh.
So, you want to talk about the sun?
Sorry, I keep stretching.
Because the sun is a holy entity. All right, guys. We all know this. Not enough of us know this. It's not a great big ball of gas. That's what
You
the
think
dumbest...
blocking the sun will cut off our connection to the divine?
Mm-hmm. The sun does something with the pineal gland, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, cut that off. On Lion King, the person who tells us that the sun's a great big ball of gas is the dumbest character on the movie.
Yeah,
we are the dumb characters who believe it's a big ball of gas.
We are dumb pigs.
We are
You're absolutely
Pumbaa.
right.
Pumbaa thinks
We're
what we
swine
think.
to them. We are swine to them.
That seems like a very
We're not-
smart idea.
We're
but
lower than swine to them.
even Pumbaa thinks that. Even Pumbaa knows it. There's more to it, guys. If Pumbaa thinks this, as soon as you know something's wrong.
It's animalistic. base thinking.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, it is neon late night. It is 11:08 where we live. The meteor shower may be fading out, but you might be able to catch some a little past midnight tonight. If you live on the West Coast, take a look in the sky around midnight tonight. Tell me how many shooting stars you see. If you see anything else, if you see any orbs, if you see any... if you get abducted by any orbs, let us know on the Neon Hotline.
I'd love to have you on the show. You want to see a guy get knocked out before we leave?
Uh-huh.
It's karma. He deserves it. Okay. It's a good one.
Oh, does this guy say the N-word a lot?
Yeah.
Is that okay to play on YouTube if he's black?
I mean, it's on YouTube.
I suppose.
It's not for kids. All right, he's picking a fight with this guy. I'm gonna mute it because you know all he's saying is the N-word.
You guys know. You guys heard it already.
These aggressive type here has nothing to do with the race of these guys, I swear. But they practice the art of repetition. It's known in the animal kingdom to scare prey away. It's an instinct to get away. You know, it's like a peacocking. Yeah, exactly. Repetition of the same loud noise. It's just animals. You know, they'll just.
I think a rattlesnake.
And it's usually the same pattern of sound. You know, that's what this is. Demonstration of. That's what I see it as. It's like just very primitive. And he just keeps screaming the N-word in the DMV. And he's like, bro, homie tries to tell him. He's like, bro, just back off, dog. Right. I don't want to beat her. He's like, dog, just leave it. And he keeps coming at him.
Dog, I know Kung Fu.
Oh, there it goes. There's the first hit. Bam.
Oh, he was already done on that first hit, bro. He was already done.
He's stunned. He stunned him.
Yeah,
yep, exactly. Look at his fists.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his hands right here. They're stiff.
Yeah.
He's ice cold out, bro. He's just staring at him out of survival like, oh, I actually got hit. It didn't work.
Right?
Usually people just walk away from me. They're usually scared of me. No, this will hit him right in the chin. Dink! And then hits him again in the same spot. Dink!
Oh!
And you hear, look, I'm going to go back again. Hey, listen to it. Oof. Oof.
This girl right here looks at her boyfriend. Why don't you hit anyone like that for me?
And that's what happens when you. That was tonight's episode of F Around and Find Out. FAFO.
Wow, FAFO. I see people with that all the time in their front door. Protected by FAFO security.
For real, that guy though. Some people just need to learn. Some people do need to get hit. And he violated that guy's safety, and he violated that guy's right to safety. So he had the moral responsibility and almost obligation to protect his own space and protect his right to sovereignty by just boom, boom, hit him out real quick. Didn't do any excessive force. Didn't go to break bones, kill the guy, do it stabbing, no weapons, just boom, boom. Took care of it. I had to do no harm, but take no shit, dude. You cannot allow that to happen to you. That's why you need to be prepared somehow. Even if it's just mentally and you're delusional that you can take care of yourself, you gotta be in that state of mind, bro. At least think you can, because this shit can happen, man. People come up on you. I'm sure the other guy instigated. Who knows if the other guy instigated something? But people that way sometimes. I tend to find myself outside of conflict like that. But dude, you just got to be able to know, like, oh, check this out. Like, check this out, okay? This is a perfect example of, like, if the guy just knew jujitsu, this situation would be way different. Check this out.
Learn jujitsu, people.
You watching?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Ready?
One attacked you like this.
Sweet Caroline, the times you never cease.
All right. Oh. And let me explain why. If this guy knew jujitsu, the guy who got taken down, if he knew some jujitsu, he would easily be able to get this guy. His reflexes would kick in right here. He'd get to his hip. He'd grab the guy's leg. He would turn in. He would like trip the guy. It would just be so automatic.
He just gets dragged off stage.
He would just turn, dude. Like there's
no technique.
There's so many things that just happen right away, right? The technique takes over after a while. Even in the years I've been training.
He's just
the guy who falls on his side would immediately turn, grab the guy's legs with his own, hook inside, do something on the floor. He wouldn't just lay there and start kicking like a baby. Watch.
See that? Kick. Help.
What would
dude?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, just be prepared. Just know you can handle. You got to be able to handle yourself somehow.
Jeez, man. Well, do you want to wrap up?
Yeah. I'm down to wrap up.
Are we
this
neon
popsicle.
melted people? We have melted this
Let's
popsicle.
melt this popsicle.
I gotta
Appreciate
bring
y'all
that
watching.
saying back, melting the popsicle, because it is getting hot out here. It is almost summertime on the neon flat. And I want everyone to know that the neon siblings are free to join the Discord anytime they want. No need to go outside in the blazing heat. And what you can do is stay cool, stay inside, and have fun with the Neon Brothers.
Hey, yours was better.
Thank you. I know I got
was way
Discord
better.
Nitro, so I'm able to use sounds from like
Wow.
the other servers that I'm in.
Wow.
You're so funny, dude.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Where's yeah, very funny, huh?
That means you can change your background to anything too. Why do you have this freaking background?
My background?
Yeah, with Nitro, you can change it to anything.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's one of the perks.
I got a free week of Nitro, so.
Yeah, that's one of the perks. You change your video background, you can go to like custom.
Custom.
You upload things. I'm sure you can put whatever.
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're getting into stuff. I can see it on the stream here. Look at that spaceman one clapping right there. He's clapping. There's a spaceman clapping.
Oh, okay, here. Let's see what it looks like, guys. What the heck? I thought I did it. What the hell, guys?
Excuse me.
Okay. Try again, guys. Anyway, maybe I can try this on
We'll do it after. But thank you so much for checking out the show. Share this with your friends. Subscribe, like, share. Turn on the notifications so you know when we stream. Sometimes we don't stream every night at the same night. We are going to try to do a better job of scheduling, recording at the same time. But turn on the notifications in the meantime so you know when we're on. And if you're not doing anything, you can catch our show. If you're just watching something boring and maybe you're about to crank the hog and you can watch us instead. Don't mog when you can kick it with Neon Popsicle.
Don't mog. Yeah, thank you. No mogging allowed.
No need. No gooning, no mogging. You don't need to do that. Just hang out with us. Mog with us. Mog us. It's fine.
Don't be such a mogger. All right, guys. Good night.
See ya.